Alright guys, it is 4 AM in the UK, just got done watching Monday Night Raw and now it is time for the review, but don't worry, I've not been captured, this is not some form of Chinese torture, I'm just committed to making vids, so I don't want to be here, I'd rather be in my bed sleeping, but we've got to review Monday Night Raw, so this ain't going to be a long one, to be fair, but it's going to be a half decent one hopefully, so we kick off. WWE title match, it's Big E versus Bobby Lashley in a singles match. Looks like Bobby Lashley has the match won. Well, I mean, he does have the match won. All of a sudden, the Hurt Business come back out, but they don't. Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander, but they don't attack Big E. They may cause a slight distraction, but through no fault of their own, it was Big E that was the one that allowed to get his head turned. He gets hit with the spear. Bobby Lashley has the match won. New Day come out, they get in the ring, they get involved, and the ref throws it for a DQ. They all start brawling. Adam Pearce comes out, starts screaming, obviously pissed off about something, and he makes a steel cage match for tonight. He says we're going to get the WWE title match and we're going to get it tonight in a steel cage. So there you go. It looks like Lashley had it won in my opinion, but he's going to have another opportunity tonight in the main event, and it just seems like this 3-hour Raw. It does feel like the rookie ideas, they need to try and put the main event stuff on at the start and at the end. And I guess they couldn't have just thought of something creative to start the show off, so they thought, right, we'll have like a match that ain't going to be a match that gets thrown out, then we'll just have another match in the main event. I mean, this happens a lot recently now on Raw. Back in the day, this didn't seem to happen, but now this happens frequently. It's like the match gets disrupted or something, and then they just book an extra match for the main event. It's basically they kind of want to like start the show strong and end the show strong, but the whole show was shit, right? There was no strong parts on this show. Anyway, strong style, shit style, you name it, this show isn't good. After this, we have, what did we have? We had, alright, the Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo, supposed to be the best looking tag team. Honestly, couldn't give a fuck what they look like at this stage. I'd rather just stick like needles in my eyes and not see anything again. They defeat the Viking Raiders. I mean, the Viking Raiders is like 1 month the Viking Raiders are like Vince McMahon's new favourite tag team, and then the next month they're jobbing out. It's crazy. So the hot tag team or whatever, they win. I mean, fuck me. It's garbage. I want to see fucking Alexa Bliss being hot. I want to see Sasha Banks being hot. I don't care about two dudes being hot, and it's like, if they're going to play off the fact that they're handsome or whatever, why can't they at least have hot girlfriends or have hot women involved? It's just there's no women there. There's no women to be seen. It's two fucking bromans probably sucking each other's dick backstage. I mean, Humberto, I don't know which one of them takes up the ass, but this is just like a two-man fucking power trip here, and it's a shitey version. There's no women involved yet. They're talking about looks and good looking and handsome yet. Not a chick to be seen, just a bunch of dicks. So, interesting. Well, not interesting, but there's definitely some shenanigans going on. I think then we got a promo about The Miz being on some Dancing with the Stars show, and who cares, he can stay there. Everything sucks. Right, then up next we've got Reggie versus Ricochet in an actual 24/7 title match. This was an actual match, but it got thrown out quickly. Interference from all the 24/7 jobbers. What a fucking waste of time. What did we have after that? It was a backstage promo with Riddle. I mean, the promo was pretty good itself. Probably the best thing on the show, to be honest. He said how Randy wasn't here. I mean, and like for the past 6 months or whatever, Randy's had this really weird schedule. It's like 1 week he's there and then the next week he's not. I mean, he's literally kind of working like a Brock Lesnar. He's like the Brock Lesnar schedule, but he's doing more dates, if that's how you could sum up the schedule. But it's like 1 week he's there, the next week he's not there. It just kind of makes no sense. He must just be like, take random weeks off. I don't understand it. He stares anyway. Riddle stares doing AJ and Omos. We're getting Riddle versus AJ tonight because Omos can't work. I mean, what is the point of this team? I mean, fucking horrendous. Move AJ in the draft. Move him back to SmackDown. That's where he had at least some. He was relevant there. He had some success. This tag team is doing absolutely nothing for AJ Styles, and there's nothing phenomenal about it. But we're getting AJ versus Riddle tonight, and it's probably going to be an AJ win because, let's be real, Riddle beat AJ, so now they need to do 50-50 booking and get AJ his win back. Up next with the debut of Keith the Bearcat Lee, and He beat Tosawa. Who the fuck cares? I mean, seriously, who cares? After that, we Damien Priest versus Sheamus in a match that felt like it lasted about an hour. It was alright, but it just lasted way too long. And again, I'm pretty sure it's just because Raw's 3 hours, they need all the matches have to be dragged out and they have to last through like 3 commercial breaks. There shouldn't be a commercial break during a match. Like, once you see a commercial break, the match loses importance. How are you supposed to follow a match through 3 commercial breaks? It just doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, in all sports, everything important, there wouldn't be a commercial break. I mean, could you imagine boxing in the 12th round, world heavyweight title fight, 12th round, title could go either way. We're 90 seconds into the 3-minute round, we're going to take a break. Like, what the fuck? It just doesn't happen. There shouldn't be any breaks during a match. Anyway, Sheamus wins. No, I mean, Riddle wins. No, Riddle's not even in the match. Fuck. Damien Priest wins. God damn it, Damien Priest wins. And they beat Sheamus again, so aye. That's what happened there. There was some cool spots, table spots. Damien Priest's back was all bruised up, but in the end, who really cares? Then we get a promo backstage with the 2 Indian dudes or whatever they are. Fuck at this stage, I don't care. They're teaming up with Jeff Hardy tonight to take on Mahal, Fear, and Shanky. What a fucking terrible team that is. And it's the team of Shanky, and no, Fear gets the win. So Fear ends up picking up a win over this team in the 6-man tag. Just horrendous. I mean, I don't get it. I honestly don't get it. Jeff Hardy, it's like 1 week you feel like, the people are saying, Jeff Hardy's getting a push, then the next week, he's absolutely jobbed it. We've Karrion Kross up next versus Jason Riker. Again, another match that I just don't care about. It kind of looked like Riker was going to give him a decent fight or whatever, but then it just turned into a one-sided quick Karrion Kross match. And the finish was weird. He didn't even have the sleeper locked in. It looked like the sleeper wasn't. He didn't even have the sleeper in place. His head was nowhere near his arms, and the guy tapped it. Unreal. I mean, even the commentator said he doesn't have it locked in. And the next minute, Jason Riker's tap out, and I'm thinking, what? You didn't have the move locked in. What the hell? No Alexa Bliss on this show, by the way, so maybe the rumours of her taking a few months off for WWE is correct. And for me, a show without Alexa Bliss is a bad show. We then had Doudrop, that fat piece of shit, took on Charlotte Flair, and Charlotte Flair won. Eva Marie came out, caused a distraction. Charlotte Flair hit Eva Marie. We come back for the break. Eva Marie says she could beat everyone backstage. And then Shayna Baszler comes out and does the exact same thing to Eva Marie as she did to Nia Jax last week. Who cared? I didn't. We then had AJ versus Riddle in another long, boring match. AJ won. He then said at the end of the match, "I am the better man." Well, I mean, I wish I could turn this shit off. I really do. After that, we had a Goldberg segment. He was back. I guess he was in his home from a satellite, copying The Rock. And he says he can't wait to, punish Bobby Lashley, and if he's lucky, he'll kill him. So, surprised they went with that. Oh, by the way, Jeff Hardy called Fear and Shanky a bunch of big bastards, but it just wasn't needed. Like, why would Jeff Hardy care? I mean, a bastard is something you would call somebody when you're angry or you're in a heated argument with them, or, there's like a rivalry or there's bitterness, and Jeff Hardy just comes out the blue and goes, "Yeah, they're big bastards." I mean, they're trying to be edgy. They think that saying a couple of swear words makes great TV, and it doesn't. I mean, it's the context of how the swear words are used. You can't just randomly say shit or bastard and it makes fucking a great promo. It's not how it works, right? I mean, come on. Anybody should know that. Even this shitty WWE company. But apparently, Bill Goldberg's going to kill. He's going to kill Bobby Lashley, so that'll be interesting to see. The steel cage lowers them with our main event. The New Day came out. The Hurt Business came out and got involved. Kofi did a fall from the top of the cage or whatever. Lands. I mean, it just looks so. It looks so fake. The way the Hurt Business, Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander just catch him. And I know that's how the move's done, because obviously if they don't catch him, he's going to hurt himself. But why do the move in the first place, It's a fake move. It's like, it's not like the Swanton Bomb, where Hardy's actually coming down onto someone. This whole move that Kingston does, it relies on the people to actually watch him fall and for them to catch him. It looks fucking phony. It really does. Why do it? Makes no sense. Big E hits a big ending. Lashley kicks out. They're fighting on top of the cage. Big E hits a big ending from the second rope or the top rope or whatever. He picks up the win. He celebrates. And then as Raw's going off the air, Drew McIntyre's music hits, and this is the last thing you want. Fucking hell, Drew McIntyre. I thought this guy was gone. I was praying he's gone, but no, he's back. He points his sword at Big E, and it looks like we've got a new challenger. So obviously Drew McIntyre wasn't allowed to challenge for the belt while Lashley was the champ. Well, guess what? Lashley's no longer the champ. It looks like Drew McIntyre's getting put back in the main event scene. A fucking terrible Raw. I don't care if there was steel cage matches or whatever. This show was shit. I'll give it a 1. Simply, I'm giving it a 1 just because of the Riddle promo. Goldberg said he was I guess the Goldberg promo was alright in the main event. And it was a steel cage match. It is what it is. But this was 3 hours of crap, man. I can't be doing these Raw reviews anymore, man. It's by the time I upload this, it's like 4 a.m. I mean, it's 3:30, and it's like, there must be more to life than reviewing Raw. It just doesn't make any sense to me, man. Last night, at least in Extreme Rules, Sasha Banks comes out and her ass is like fully on display in her new attire. That's good. And then you watch Raw and the first thing you see is Big E coming out shaking his ass. It's just not the same thing, man. I want to see Sasha Banks' ass. I don't want to see Big E's ass. So, yeah, it is what it is. Till next time, guys. 1 out of 10, and that's me being generous. Till next time, peace.